Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Right. Here we go. We are on. All right. Welcome to Rise and Shine with Morning Moon. My name is Coach Lacy, and today it is Wednesday. It's a beautiful day today. We have hit hump day. Woo! Time just flies on by. It's always just going, going, going. It's almost like we don't have any control over it. And that brings in today's topic of control, what we can and what we cannot control. Specifically, letting go of the things that we were never really meant to carry and leaning into the stuff that actually makes a difference. So buckle up, learn to carry your own backpack today. We're going to talk about the things that we can and can't control. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and ding that bell. Be sure to do so and join the group on Facebook, Rise and Shine with Morning Moon, so you can anchor in every day to your wellness foundations. Ah, it's a beautiful day, and today I am thinking about those things we can't control, right? We can't control everything. And I don't know about you, but I have been a bit of a control freak. I like things to be a certain way, and if it's not a certain way, I get a little I get a little bitchy, and I get a little bit I'm a difficult. That's when I become a difficult person, is when things are a little bit out of my control. And when I realized that um, I wasn't in control of everything, but I am in control of some things, and that is what mattered, is what really changed for me. And lately, if you've been watching the show, you might already know that life's been a little feeling a little chaotic for me over here, just because of like family stuff, emotional messiness, people saying one thing and doing another. It's just been really heavy. And my old default mechanism, my old default mode would be to overanalyze and, try to figure it out and fix it and fix it and fix it and bug and nitpick, nitpick, nitpick. But I have realized over the years that I can't hold it together for everyone. I can only hold it together for myself. And I can't I don't have control over outcomes that were not my um the outcomes. It wasn't my story to begin with, right? I'm just a part of someone else's story. And so having that realization and understanding your role in other people's lives and understanding your role in your own life and leaning into what's healing rather than what is harming is essential, because we can't heal our life by controlling. We can't heal the hurt. We can't heal those harms and those hurts and those hangups and the disconnects by controlling other people's behavior. We can't make people do things, right? We cannot predict the future. That's not how you get peace. You're not able to predict the future. Even if you do every single little thing right, things still happen. Life happens, right? And you have to be able to have peace throughout life happening and throughout the uncontrollable chaos that can come. And peace doesn't come from having control and everything going right and everything being just perfect. Peace comes from presence, from showing up, and from just being clear, from clarity, from giving, from being a good steward, you know, over what, for being a good steward over what is actually yours to manage. We have our own set of things that we can control. And one thing that I have really leaned into, you hear me all the time saying, anchor in, anchor in, anchor into your wellness foundations. The wellness foundations are our controllables, right? These are the things we can control when chaos ensues, when things don't go the way we thought it would go, when people don't do the things that we think they should, or that they said they would do, or act in a way that we don't expect, or that hurts and harms us, or that just hurts us. What can you control? You cannot control what other people do. You cannot control how other people say. You can't control how other people see you. It's none of your business, anyways, what they think of you. It's none of your business. That's hard to sit with. It's none of your business what they do. It's hard to sit with, especially when they're your children or your spouse or your partner or or your parents. People that are close to us, we often want to control their destiny, especially our children. Especially our children. We often want to control their destiny. But it's their story, it's not ours. And in that, we have to look at ourselves and say, okay, where can we have peace even though chaos is ensuing? I don't have control over this. I have no control over this. Sure, it makes me sad and my heart hurts, and I don't have the answers for it. But how can I feel, how can I be okay? How can I move up that mountain with my backpack? Oh my goodness. How can I move up that mountain with my backpack and not fall to the floor and, fall apart? Right? How do I not fall apart? Right? Throw it off my back and just give up the climb, give up the race, give up the hike. So what can we do? We can only lean into our controllables. And what are your controllables? So your controllables are your wellness foundations. These are your things like your water, super easy. Did I drink my water today? Did I hydrate, or did I caffeinate my way into an anxiety attack? And did I eat clean today? My food. Am I nourishing myself, or am I numbing out with sugar? Am I nourishing my body, or am I numbing out? My movement, your movement. Did you stretch? Did you shake off that emotional gunk, or did you just sit and swirl in the shit? Did you just keep on swirling in the shit? Motion causes emotion. Motion changes emotion. A lack of motion causes stagnation. And so when we move, we actually kick up those emotions, and they can change and shift, and you have no idea what you could shift into. It could be a better day just like that if we just move. So stretch, walk, lift, run, whatever it is you love to do, just move, dance. Just move. Dance in your house. Just move. Doesn't takes 20 minutes to go for a walk. Go for a walk. Everybody needs to go for a walk. What else are your controllables? What are other things you can control besides your wellness foundations, right? Like, well, wellness foundations also includes journaling and reading. So that would be your information. You can control the information input and the information that you are consuming. So things like social media, news, shows, Netflix, whatever, books, all those things, those are our controllables. And those are how we, excuse me, those are how we control, those are the only things that we're able to control when chaos ensues, and your connections with God and your prayer life and tuning in and reading your Bible. And, are you giving it up to God, or are you trying to carry it all in your own strength? Because we can't carry it all in our own strength. We have to give it to God. We have to. And whatever that means for you, for me, that means praying. That means journaling. That means doing my devotional. That means I have a prayer book that I write out my prayers. But anchoring into the wellness foundations and anchoring in and controlling our controllables are really how we regulate the storms in life. Because the storms will come and life will happen, and we have to be able to stand firm. If we cannot stand firm during those storms of our life, how will we ever continue forward, right? It's how we find the glimmers. We have to hold on to the glimmers. This last week, I've been talking about the never-ending story and then nothing, and the princess and Sebastian holding on to the light. Sometimes that's what you have to do. You have to hold on to the glimmers. You have to hold on to the light. Anchor in. Anchor in. That's how we regulate, and that's how we find God, and that's how we find the beauty in the middle of the mess. Like, give it away. Give it up to God. We don't have to do this alone. You didn't create yourself, so don't try to take it on by yourself, right? It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary, it's we can only get rooted in and anchor in through action and taking these conscious concerted effort to make a change. Because when life happens and relationships break, oh my gosh, relationships break. Relationships. I'm sorry, that is just so funny. When relationships break down. And when bills pile up, when you have problems, with finances, that's the real test of time, right? If you are able to really get through financial difficulty while chaos is ensuing, while your relationships are breaking down, while your anxiety is like hitting the wall, and you're dealing with people who just don't get it or can't see your side, won't see your side, just are don't want to, people who are awake pretending to be asleep. It is so infuriating. When you're dealing with all these things, it happens all at once like that too. It happens all at once like that too. In that storm, you still have a choice. No matter what, we always have choices. Everything comes down to our choice. You can still get up and drink a glass of water, open up your Bible, walk around the block, eat something nourishing. You can make the choice to put down the ice cream, put down the vape, put down the alcohol. We don't have to numb out when we feel out of control. We anchor in. That is when we lean into those things we don't want to do. You have to, because if you do not, then you get lost to the storm. And then when you get lost to the storm, you come out of it just like, holy shit. And then you have to re-anchor all over again, and we build again. And the storm takes over and the fire consumes your house and you're fucking done. And then we have to start again. So build those strong foundations now, control your controllables now, and stop obsessing over what other people are doing, what other people are said, what other people are saying about you. I have this from my own experience. Like, I've had people talk so much mess about me that isn't even remotely iota of what my heart is or who I am. My own family, my own family has blocked me, talked about me like I am the Coella DeVille, told people I don't even know, perfect strangers, things about my life. I have no idea. I cannot defend myself. I don't know these perfect strangers, but yet someone else knows everything about me. But what can I do? What can I do? I still have choices. I still have choices, right? So I have to choose to stop obsessing over the situation, because the situation isn't going to change if I obsess over it. The situation isn't going to get better if I keep picking at it. It's like a scab that just keeps getting torn off time and time again, and then pouring salt all over it when I'm trying to control. I can't control the situation, but I can make a choice to stop obsessing over it and start nurturing my body and start nurturing the relationships that are working, and start nurturing those dreams and ambitions, and growing those conversations that with other people, that maybe I haven't been paying attention to because I've been so focused on this other thing, right? We still have choices, even if people don't see you, even if you want them to see you, even if they are awake, pretending to be asleep, and you are shaking, you can choose to walk away and say, you know what? I'm going to go take care of me. I'm going to go tend to my garden. I'm gonna put my backpack on. I don't need yours. I'm just going to do me and my thing. And then I'm gonna go up the mountain with my backpack and I'm gonna enjoy my shit. And if you don't want to be a part of it, great. You know? So stop trying to fix everything. Like I'm saying this stuff to myself sometimes. Like it's like, don't I, I'm not, we're as humans and as people who strive to be the best versions of ourselves, we can only take thing one step at a time. And we are not perfect. And the only thing that we can do is control our controllables and surrender to the rest. We have to surrender. So what does that look like for you? What does that look like to surrender? Letting go the urge to control outcomes, letting go that need to be right, letting go the need to have the last word, letting go that fantasy that if it's all done just perfectly, everyone will love you and no one will leave and everything will be perfect and it'll be all kumbaya. It might not be perfect. Everything might go just right and things might still fall apart. People might still leave. People might still have something shitty to say about you. You could have done everything right and screwed up one place, and it would still impact your relationships with people forever. You can't control that. You cannot control that. You cannot control what other people do. Who cares what they say about you? It's none of your business anyways. And who cares what they do? It's not your problem. That saying, not my circus, not my monkeys. Your circus is you. You are your circus and your partner, your spouse, if you're married. And if you have young children, they are your circus. But if you have children who have aged out, it's no longer your problem, mama, papa. It is theirs. And they will too find out those hard lessons. And they will have to learn how to anchor in and control their controllables when chaos ensues. Talking to you, parents. We were not asked to carry the world. God did not create us to fix everything. That is not our purpose here. Sure, we have a calling on our life and there's a divine design and we each have our purpose. But our purpose is not fixing everything and writing everybody else's story, rewriting the story. We all have our own story. So just anchor in and control your controllables and walk with grace in yours. Walk with grace and love in your story. It's all you can do. So with that, anchor in. If you haven't already anchored in today in the group, Morning Moon, Rise and Shine with Morning Moon on Facebook, be sure to anchor in with the checklist. It is in the pinned comments. You can also download the workbook from my website, www.lacyjwatson.com, and anchor in. Control your controllables because that's all you can do. You're not in control of everything, but you are in control of how you show up in the world. And you are in control of how you show up for your wellness, how you build your foundation, and how you walk with the spirit. We've got this. Every day is a new day. Time marches on and things change rapidly. So rest assured, if you were stuck in a moment where it feels like the nothing has taken over and you're holding strong onto the glimmer of what was or what will be or whatever is, just keep holding on and keep building onto that. Just keep controlling your controllables. And the seasons will change. I promise you that. Seasons will change. Hearts will change. Things will come. Things will go. People will be born. People will die. And so is the circle of life. But if we can anchor in today and control our controllables with grace and love, then we can actually create a ripple effect of wellness that does flow through the generations. So I encourage you all to do that today. It's hump day. Have a beautiful day. I hope that it's fruitful for you. Just remember, you can't control everything. So let that shit go. Let that shit go. Let that relationship go. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys later.